So, Gabriel, here we are. We've got the white now, Sauvignon Blanc and Sémillon.
Yes.
What's the ratio?
50-50 on average is 50-50.
Why do you put the two grapes together? What is each grape bringing you?
So there are two different grapes. Sauvignon Blanc, very famous grape, is very aromatic, can produce a broad spectrum of aromas that ranges from herby aromas to flowery aromas. In between you have tropical fruits, citrusy, pineapple, all sort of aromas.
Magical grape.
Magical grape, really, actually. And it's really a matter of when do you pick it in order to get these type of aromas. And actually to achieve that complexity in the wine, we pick different plots at different time. We don't harvest everything at the same time. We will harvest some plot early in order to get the herby notes that we want. Most of the harvest will be harvested at the right time, around 12% alcohol, something like that, in order to get the tropical fruit, the citrus. And if the weather's good, if the vintage is okay, if we have good weather forecast, we may leave some grapes out for longer, 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks. They will mature more and we will start to get this floral rose aroma. And that's only if the vintage allows it. And then we blend it all back together and you have a complex Sauvignon Blanc. That's for the Sauvignon. But we also put some Sémillon into it.
What's that bringing to the party?
Sémillon is not as aromatic. It's different aromas. It's more pear aromas, what we say white fruit with flesh fruit aromas. Not as exuberant, but really full-bodied. Greasy, we say. So it rounds up the wine, it mellows up the blend.
It adds the body to it, does it?
Exactly. And both together gives a very good, interesting blend where you have the freshness and yet it's not too acidic, it's not too refreshing, it's just mellow, long-lasting.
We love
long-lasting. And it makes it all a pleasant wine.
Okay, well let's crack it open and let's give it a whirl. So, talk to me about temperature. What's your ideal temperature for your wine?
So it really depends what do you want. If you want something really refreshing, yes, you can have it very chilled, very cold. I would say you want something cold but not too cold in order to let the aromas ventilate, be volatile. So I'd say around 10, 12 degrees to me is good.
So you were saying if you like yours really cold, you're missing out on quite a bit of the flavour, aren't you?
You are, yes.
But then, should you really try it? If you like it cold, try it cold, then let it warm up and try it so you then experience the flavours as it gets bigger and probably stronger.
To me, it's a very good way to do. You start it cold, you smell, and you see we have smells now. Yes, we have the herby notes, we have the peppery thing from the Sauvignon Blanc. As it will warm up, if we actually warm it up, and you can force the warming by really putting your hands around. Come on, baby.
And normally it doesn't take me this long to warm things up.
In the same time, if you swirl it in order to bring some air into it, you will smell the aromas coming out and developing.
I'm trusting you on this. I'm just happy I can now swirl a glass of...
You're getting better and better.
I'm left-handed as well.
And left-handed, that's pretty impressive. In the smells, you have you can smell the herby notes, as I said. You also have some kind of tropical fruit, slightly floral aromas. And in the mouth, again, you find the same spectrum of aromas. It's a dry white, so it's designed to be refreshing. So it's slightly acidic. It makes you salivate a bit when you drink it.
It does do that.
Yes.
I just thought it was beating around you with that.
And no, the point is that it's refreshing and it makes you want to drink more.
In all fairness, and I'm not joking, it's changed already. I feel it's more complex.
Yes. Yeah. You could actually have it open for a couple of days, and it would change. It would change. Of course, it will go from a stage where it's oxygenating, and then it will oxidize. And oxidation is not good, of course, because oxidation is destroying the aromas. But oxygenation is good because it's bringing air into some aromas and making them more volatile and more sensible.
So, a question, I've never been in this situation because I always finish the bottles, but what happens if you don't quite get to the end of a bottle? What's the best way of keeping it before?
Well, there's plenty of ways.
Or should you just accept that you should never leave an open bottle?
Yes, I think that's what it's a duty by respect for the winemaker, it's important to finish the job. No, of course you can just put the cork back in and put it back in the fridge, at least keep a cold temperature, because once you've opened it, you let the air in. But if the wine is cold, the oxygen is in the wine, but is not active as an oxidizer. Okay. If the temperature rises up, and if you have oxygen in the wine, then the oxygen will oxidize.
Oxygenation becomes
oxidation,
and
yes,
destroying.
Exactly. So if it's open and not finished, just make sure you put it back in the fridge, and of course don't leave it 10 days because it might. Yeah. However, you'll be surprised. We've had it many times. We leave it open for a week. We've tried with 2 weeks. And you should give it a try, and you find that there are still aromas left after 10 days or more. Yeah, okay. And because we have a lot of aromas in the first hand. Yeah. So, yes, it's interesting.
Oh, perfect.
Cheers. Yeah.